country's most famous Christian pastors is being accused of having sex with members of his church, and not just any members. We're talking about teenage boys.
4 people are homeless in Springfield tonight after that fire decimated a 16-unit.
FBI agents did not return any fire.
This isn't the first time there has been trouble at the compound, which houses the Branch Davidians cult.
4 women have now accused Herman Cain of sexual harassment, but only one has come forward.
Having an earthquake right now. Our lights shaking quite a bit here. It is now calming down as another earthquake has just hit.
Penn State Athletic Director Tim Curley and interim senior vice president Gary Schultz are charged with perjury and failing to tell police about the alleged sexual assault of a boy.
News that the Catholic Church in Los Angeles will pay $660 million to victims of clergy sex abuse is both surprising and sobering.
Embezzlement, sexual abuse allegations, hurricanes, fires, shootings. Did you read the paper today? It's not just them. At some point, everyone, will experience an unfortunate incident, a shocking tragedy, or a costly mistake. Every day we go to work, to church, or even to an event, every day we live and breathe is a day we could experience a crisis. And just because you and I work for the church doesn't make us immune. Truth be told, bad things happen, even in God's organizations. It's to be expected, increasingly so in these last days. You know, Romans 3:23 says, all have sinned and fall short. So while we don't eagerly anticipate crisis situations, we're not surprised by them either. How we respond and handle them could determine whether and how quickly we can get through it and return our organizations to their desired working state. The good news? You are not alone. God has blessed our organization with organization. At every level of the church, there are people like me who can be resources for you. And as we work together as a team, God blesses our feeble efforts so we can get back on track and focus on fulfilling our mission. So what's a crisis? A crisis, read it with me. A crisis is a reputation-defining event in the life of your organization. Yes, it's an unpredictable event that thrusts your organization into the spotlight. It presents danger that threatens, and at the same time, opportunity that can strengthen and infuse new life into your organization. Why do we manage crises? 5 reasons. To protect our name and reputation in the community, to reduce or avoid possibility of litigation, to control damage from false information, critics, or negative news, to tell our story and get the positive message out about our organizations, and to help our organizations move through the crisis and toward resolution. Now, when crisis occurs, when the phone rings, this is the question people always ask me. Celeste, what do I do when the phone rings? There's a crisis. I have 8 steps that I follow consistently. Let me share them with you. Number 1, get the facts. What happened? Who was involved? How did it impact, the people involved? What do we know? Number 2, we're going to form a crisis team. Who's going to help us work through this situation? I suggest just a few people who are relevant to the situation you're dealing with. Then number 3, you're going to draft a statement together. You're going to ask the question, what do we want known about this situation? A statement simply articulates your position on an issue. 4 parts to a statement that I advocate are news, assurance, message points, and updates. Number 4, consult with others, teamwork, seek input from administrators, legal counsel, board chair, staff members, other colleagues. They can help. Number 5, brief your team. Here's what's going on. Here's what we're doing about it. Here's what you have to say about it. And then invite their questions and suggestions. And then step 6, you're ready now to release your statement. You're going to use your website, your email newsletter, or maybe even a press conference. And you're going to release it to media who call you, who inquire. Step 7, you're not done. Monitor and manage the crisis situation. Check out social media. What are people saying? What questions are they asking? All of this will help to inform future statements that you might put out. Don't get on and litigate or defend. Just listen in. And number 8, you're going to follow up and debrief. Once the crisis situation has passed, things are calmed down, they're returning to normal. Evaluate your actions, effectiveness, and what you learned in the process. Now, what I've shared today is just a snippet from my book, Crisis Boot Camp, which is available from AdventSource in print and PDF formats in English and in Spanish. To get your copy, please go to adventsource.org and search Crisis Boot Camp as shown on your screen right now. Also, I want to invite you to get crisis training. Look, we all go to the gym, right? And we work out and we do our weight training, right? Because we want to get stronger, get fitter. Well, we have to do the same thing when it comes to crisis. Get trained once or twice a year. Make sure all of your leaders are trained, all of your communicators are trained, so that when the crisis comes, we'll be prepared. Thank you.